Hey Greg, I had a couple of things to ask you about.
Sure.
So the first one, I have a client and she has horrible memory recall, I guess. She's 47. She said this has been going on for 6 years. She's been to the regular doctor, right? They can't find anything going on.
Okay.
And 6 years ago, she had a lot of trauma, verbal abuse going on at work and going through a divorce. So since that
Okay. Yeah.
time period, the memory is bad. I've been working with her a little bit on hypnosis, but I thought I would ask you if you had recommendations for
Yeah.
oils.
So when we talk about like sleep and stuff like that, we talk about like having good vagal tone and stuff like that. But memory is dependent on good tone of the sympathetic part of the nervous system. And so,
Okay.
that idea of using rosemary, for example, rosemary is very good about moving blood to the head. But part of why rosemary works so well is it also helps to tone the sympathetic part of the nerves. And so you have things like rosemary, oregano, um, anise would work.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Boy, let me look at something real quick.
I was thinking of rosemary for her, but I wasn't sure if you had
Rosemary would probably be your best bet. Like
Okay.
if you're looking at single oils.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, but like I'm playing with a formula right now of treating sympathetic nervous system dystonia. And so like I'm using oregano, rosemary, verbenan, tarragon, and lemongrass.
Okay.
And so the tarragon tones both the parasympathetic and the sympathetic parts of that nervous system. And so you could use like either rosemary or the tarragon. I kind of like rosemary for that.
Okay.
I mean, they've done studies that like rosemary, improves mental function. And, there's a good chance that, like you said, she went through like trauma at work and then she went through a divorce. Sometimes the effect is that it just shreds the nervous system and
Yeah.
out
Okay.
of the situation. And it's like, that's that joke that I make about like now I got to clean up the crime scene.
Mm.
And
Yes.
the crime scene here is like really poor tone in that, if you think about like if you've been in defense mode and fight flight mode, at some point your body just goes, I'm done. I can't do
I'm
this
done.
anymore. Like I just
hmm
don't have the juice in my legs. And you stay functional, but that part of your nervous system goes, I'm on vacation, I'm not doing anything,
Yeah.
so what can also start happening is like memory issues. They're also their writing will start to change a lot. Like,
Okay.
it's harder to make, like your normal, like you sign your name and it kind of starts changing over a period of time. That's actually sympathetic dystonia. And eventually what happens is they'll start to do this little sway thing, and occasionally even they don't they don't pass out, but they'll start to like drop to a knee or need to sit down and can't get up for a minute, or it looks
Okay.
like they almost like start dancing sometimes. Like they'll be standing there and they kind of start swaying, and it's just
Yeah.
dystonia. Like that's all it is.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I mean I would probably give her, I mean, rosemary will work. Rosemary verbena works a little bit better, but either one works. And I would say 3 or 4 drops like 3 times a day.
And then any specific protocol or just
It
internally?
just inhaling a lot of the rosemary. Like I
Just
would say
inhale it too. Okay.
rosemary or rosemary and tarragon, but definitely probably heavy on the rosemary.
On the
Yeah.
rosemary.
Yeah.
Okay.
But between the internal and just inhaling it, like she doesn't even
Okay.
have to follow like a pattern. Just inhale
Okay.
be enough.
Yeah,
You
and rosemary is
like
great
what I
because it's
used to
inexpensive.
What's that?
It's inexpensive too,
Yeah,
rosemary.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I used to have people do was something like this. Like I would have them do this after car accidents. And I would say every morning you got to get up 50 inhalations. Like, just, have them just start the day that way. And, it keeps helping them get like functional and um, even the stresses of not being able to remember and not being able to do things like normal, and then sometimes energy levels are off, that causes like more stress, like it adds to it.
Yes.
And so like
Yes.
the more they start having some positive experiences, it does start making it easier and easier. It's not something that will happen overnight, but over a period of time, you can go through and treat that, and she should feel better over a period of time. But it
Okay.
is not a quick fix.
Yeah,
The
I kind of figured it wouldn't be.
yeah.
Thank you.